Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Matt. I am your host, Matt Taylor. Today I have another earnings report for you. I'm going to show you how much money I'm going to make this month on YouTube with 100,000 subscribers. I am super excited. I hit 100,000 subscriber mark just a few days ago, and so I'm really excited about that. And I did a live stream this past Saturday as a little celebration. I wanted to do a really nice like big party with friends and family, but because of this current situation in the world right now, it definitely wasn't prudent to do that. But maybe when my plaque comes, I'm excited to get that silver play button. Once that comes, maybe I will do something with that as well. But I'm so excited for everyone that's tuned in to my show over the long road that it's been. It's been about 6.5 years that I've had my show. A little under that. So I started the show in November 9th of 2013. And so it's been a long time coming. And one thing I want to point out about YouTube is some channels take off super fast, and other channels that take a long time to get there, and still other channels they never make it, and maybe the YouTubers quit before it has a chance to actually succeed. There's a variety of reasons that go into that. And so if you are a YouTuber out there and you're wanting to make content, or you are making content, don't give up. Be passionate about what you're doing, and make the content that you want to do. And there's other things, there's more to it than that, but eventually it'll come, I think. I think the success will come. Just be patient and keep at it, and find your groove, so to speak. And so I also want to talk about various ways that I am making money, as with YouTube being the main platform, but it kind of stems from that. And for this month, I'm just going to talk about this month only. I did a video very similar to this on exactly a year ago, on March 30th of 2019, and I talked about how much I was making with 50,000 subscribers. So it took me a whole year to double what I was at a year ago, which is pretty awesome. And so I'm going to talk about the ways that I am making money with 100,000 subscribers, with YouTube kind of as the main platform, driving views and driving people to other avenues where I'm making money. And so I'm going to talk, so bear with me. I'm going to talk about YouTube last. So stay tuned. That's kind of the major income stream for me right now. For other YouTubers, that's actually kind of at the bottom for them. And I'll talk about some of those reasons as we dive into it. So stick with me, and let's dive right in. And so a lot of YouTubers will have a variety of ways that they're making money. They usually don't have their eggs all in one basket like the Google Adsense. And I'll talk more about Google Adsense when we get to that point. But I want to talk about my website. And I wish I would have started my website back when I started this channel, because they go hand in hand. And back then people were asking me, do you have a website? Can I print the recipe somewhere? And I would tell them, no, I don't. No, I don't. So finally, about 6 months ago, I finally launched my website and have been slowly adding my recipes over there. And the cool thing about that is you can monetize a website right away with Google AdSense, which is pretty neat. And you don't have to wait for any kind of a limit. You can just put the code on your site in WordPress or whatever site format that you're using, and you can start putting ads on there and generating some income. Now, it also depends on your traffic. You need to have quite a bit of traffic for you to see any kind of substantial amount, but it will come. So that's really cool. And so here is my website, In the Kitchen with Matt. And so I just have it set up to where you can see here on the right hand side there's some ads and whatnot. And so when people watch those or they click on them, then I generate a little bit of income that way. So that's pretty neat. And then also what I have it set up to where you can go to my shop on there, and on my shop you can find a variety of things that I'm doing, like, and I'll talk about those a little bit later, but you can find my products that I'm selling, my books that I'm selling. You can find merchandise that I'm selling, and also some other affiliate links that I'm doing as well. So that is pretty cool, and I'll get into each one of those in more detail as we move on. And so now let's go into how much money I'm making this month on the website. And so we'll click over here to Google AdSense, and you can see here that this month I am going to be making $224.30. And in the past 28 days, it's $216.06. So that is pretty awesome to think that it's only been launched for 6 months and I'm already making about 225 bucks this month. Granted, this whole situation that we're in with the coronavirus, more people are at home, more people are watching YouTube, more people are looking for recipes and things to make at home. And so I'm happy about the numbers, but I realize also at the same time, it's kind of skewed because of the circumstance that we're in. So anyway, I just want to give a shout out to everybody out there to stay healthy, stay safe, and I'm glad that there's content out there for you to consume and to keep yourselves occupied. And hopefully my channel could be one of those things that helps you keep occupied and helps you get through this tough time. And so that is the website. And there's other websites that people have that they just generate thousands and thousands of dollars a month. And I'm really excited for them. And right now, most of my traffic comes from my YouTube channel. People will watch the video and then they will click on the link to go to my website, and they'll look at the website, and they'll look at the recipe there, and then they'll print it off or whatnot. And so that's why I mentioned earlier that YouTube is kind of my main platform to drive traffic other places. Other people that are really successful with their websites, they don't have a YouTube channel, but they've been around for so long and they have so much content, and their content ranks really, really well, so it shows up in search really well, and they are able to get a ton of traffic through search and through social media and whatnot, and they're generating a really nice income. All right, so let's move on to, I mentioned this earlier, affiliate links. There's a variety of affiliate links out there. You can go specific to specific companies that do offer an affiliate link. Amazon Affiliates or Amazon Associates is a really big, popular affiliate site. I am a Amazon Associate, and so I earn money on qualifying purchases. There's another affiliate site called ClickBank, which is really popular. I am a member of ClickBank. I haven't made any sales. I haven't really promoted any of their products on ClickBank. But so how Amazon Affiliate, you sign up with Amazon Associates, and then you just put this affiliate link on your content, and you have to put a disclaimer out there that's along the lines of some of these links are affiliate links, and as an Amazon Associate, I earn on qualifying purchases. All right, so let's take a look at my earnings this month on Amazon Associates. And if you looked at my old video, if you watched my old video from a year ago, the 50K subscribers, I think on that one I was only at like $26 or something for the month. And we'll come over here and look at it for this current month. And I am right at, scroll down a bit, right here at $132.22. That's awesome. And if you look there, the ordered items, 165 ordered with 143 shipped, there's still about 22 items out there that are pending that I will get paid on as well. So Amazon Affiliate Associates can be a very profitable avenue for people. I know there's other YouTubers that make so much more money on Amazon Associates, especially those that do a lot of gear review, and they have a lot of traffic going through the gear reviews, and so there's their affiliate links, and they just make a ton of money that way. So that's another way, affiliate links. Like I mentioned, I don't do anything with ClickBank, but there's a lot of people that make lots of money via ClickBank. Now let's move on to the next one. I'm going to talk about my books that I have on Kindle, KDP or Kindle Direct Publishing. And so they have an awesome publishing arm, Amazon does, Kindle Direct Publishing, where you can do ebooks and paperback and hardback books. And you can sell it on their platform, which is amazing. And it is print on demand. So you can, once you buy a product, they will print it immediately and then ship it to you. And it still only takes a few days, which is amazing. And so I have a couple products listed on there. And I have my 101 Creative Dates paperback. I wrote this book and published it 2 years ago. And it's building up steam now. It's starting to do really well. And I always promote this book on my YouTube channels, down in the comments or down in the description. I just like food and dating go hand in hand. So, and there's a lot of food related dates in this book. So if you want to pick a copy of it, you'll find a link down below in this video where you can find a copy of this book. It's just a creative date idea book. People who want to do something other than Netflix and chill for a date idea. And yeah, so it's a pretty awesome way to make money is through books. I also have a little ebook called 30 of my favorite chocolate recipes that I sell as well. And so how much money am I making with these books? Well, let's dive in over here to the KDP analytics here, and we'll scroll down, and you see I have a lot of book sales this month, which I'm really surprised at. November and December were really huge for the books, and also January and February for Valentine's Day. But you can see here I've made $297.20 in the US market. I've made $12.10 in the Canadian market and $66.74 in the Mexico market. And so that gives me a grand total of $300.76 or $376.04 if my math is correct for this month, in 1 month. So imagine if you had several of these books, maybe 10, 12, 15 books that you've written and you have on there. Granted, it takes a lot of time. It's just like it takes a lot of time to build up your YouTube channel. Look at me, it's taken years and years. It could take a lot of time to write a book, but you don't have to do a 250, 300 page paperback. You could do a 30 page ebook, kind of like my little chocolate recipe guide ebook, and sell them for like $1.99 or something like that. It just takes time to ramp up. Like 2 years into it, I'm finally seeing good success. The first year of the book, it was just kind of a few sales a month, and now it's starting to ramp up, which is pretty cool. So that is the books. That's the kind of money I'm making with my books. And now let's go on to merchandise. A lot of YouTubers make the bulk of their money via merchandise and not necessarily through affiliate links or through their ad revenue from Google Adsense. So merchandise is definitely a good way to do that. And you can sign up through Teespring, which is a partner with YouTube, and which is what I do. And you can sell merchandise. Look at this t-shirt I have. I wear this in some of my videos. Let's get baking. It's one of the phrases that I say. And it's just a t-shirt that I sell. That's one of my merchandises. And also I have this mug that I sell as well on my site. It has my logo on there with Let's Get Baking as well. And then on this other side, it says one of the common phrases I have, if I can do it, you can do it. So it's a cool little mug. And I sell that as well on my channel here. And you can get to those through my website. So I have a little shop on my website, as I showed earlier, and you can look at the merchandise that way. Also, I promote it on my YouTube channel down in the description, or down in the description box. I have a link to my store, I think. If you scroll down on one of my videos, you can find the little links to the products right there in all of my videos as well. Now, how much am I making on this? Not a whole lot. I did a live stream on this past Saturday, and I talked about the merchandise, and I think some of my fans that were on there bought a few things, because I've only made 2 sales this week, and that was $21.16. And so I don't make a whole lot with the merchandise. I don't sell a lot of merchandise each month. Other channels, other really popular channels, they sell so much merchandise, a lot of t-shirts and a lot of different things, which is really cool. Mine, I may see more and more revenue come in eventually as the time goes on, but I'm not really banking on it, but I have it as something for people that if they want to support the show, they can buy, a mug or a t-shirt or something. And that's a great way for fans to support the show. And speaking of supporting the show, I want to appreciate everyone that's supported this show by watching the videos and doing a thumbs up and doing comments. That is a huge help to me. That's a huge help to all YouTubers, is when people interact with their content, because it helps the content rank higher in Google search, and it also tells YouTube, their algorithm, hey, I should probably suggest this video to other people because it's, people like it. So, and that's super helpful to getting more viewership. So again, thank you so much. And now let's go on to the next thing that I make money on. And I haven't made any money on it this month, but it's called Famebit. Now we'll look over here at Famebit, and I've only earned $690, and this is for all the videos I've done on there. And what Famebit is it brings collaborators, it brings people, companies, and YouTubers together, and they can sponsor a video by you, the YouTuber, talking about one of their products. And they have a variety of different rates that are there, and you can apply to see if they would want to put their product on your channel, and you can work out the deal that way on how much it's going to cost the owner of that product, or how much the YouTuber is going to charge them. So I've only done 4 of these on Famebit. I've done some outside of Famebit, and I've generated $690. I haven't done any of those this month, so I haven't made any money this month on it. But some people do that quite regularly and make a really good income just by doing sponsored videos. A lot of YouTubers get paid huge money for sponsored videos and brand deals, and sometimes they might become a brand ambassador. And like if I was a big YouTuber in the sports world and I showed off a lot of Nike gear, I could approach Nike, or Nike could approach me, and I could be a brand ambassador from them, and they would support the show. And for each video that I made, you can work out a deal with them. And so that happens all the time. And that happens on other places, like on Twitter and on Instagram is a big place for brand deals, where Instagram influencers are showing off products, or they're always wearing a certain product, and then they talk about it in the description, or in the post or whatever. So there you go. That's another avenue that I've made in the past, but not anything this month, is Famebit and sponsorships and brand deals. And another way that YouTubers make pretty good money is through channel subscriptions. You can apply for channel subscriptions. YouTube approaches you at a certain time. You're eligible at a certain period, but that doesn't mean that you're automatically going to be able to do the channel subscriptions. If you've ever heard of Patreon, channel subscriptions on YouTube is similar to Patreon, where you'll charge a certain amount a month, and then you have extra content for the fans that are paying for that. And same with Patreon, and you can do Patreon at any time. And I haven't done Patreon, and I don't have channel subscriptions, but there's a lot of people that make a decent side income in addition with their channel subscriptions. Kind of like Twitch. If you're familiar with Twitch, the gamers and things on Twitch, they do channel subscriptions there, which unlocks content for the subscribers, which is pretty cool. As you well know, YouTube is free in general, but this is another way. They've offered another way for bigger YouTubers to make additional money through their channel subscriptions. But like I said, I don't make any money through that, but I just wanted to throw that concept out there so you be aware of it. And now let's get to the main one that you're all probably the most curious about, is my Google AdSense revenue for my YouTube channel. So I'm pretty excited about this because it's been growing. And like I said, I know it's mainly this huge growth in the past month or so has been helped out by, unfortunately, people being indoors because of the coronavirus. But here we go. Let's take a look here at my channel, and I have 1 million views in the past 30 days and 6,200 subscribers in the past 30 days and $2,882.20 in the past 30 days. And that's not the most I've earned in a month, but it's the second most I've earned in a month. So I earned over $3,000 in December. And so that brings me to a topic that I want to talk about. So Google AdSense and YouTubers, they will earn differently. Every channel is different, and so they'll earn according to their niche. The cooking niche, like just showing people how to make food, recipes and whatnot, is generally on the lower end of the spectrum as far as earnings on Google AdSense. And that has to do with advertisers and the types of ads that run on those videos and the people who are watching those videos. For example, the money market, or earning money, making money online, finance market, that's really, really high as far as your return on, it's called CPM, which is cost per mille, which is how much money your channel earns for every 1,000 views, all right? And so my niche is usually in the $2 to $2.50 per 1,000 views. And then in other niches, they could make as high as $15, $16. And it just has to do with the advertisers, what's being advertised, and who is watching those advertisements and clicking on them or watching the whole commercials, if that makes sense. So that's what I earn with mine. Also, it depends on, the niche, it also depends on the time of year. So the last quarter of the year is always a lot higher. One, because advertisers have a budget left over and they want to spend it because they want people to shop. They want people to shop for Black Friday. They want people to shop for Christmas. And so they're putting more money into those ads. And so you're making more money on the revenue. The first quarter is always low. So I'm excited that I'm earning this much. Granted, of course, it's because it's had this big turn because the spike, because of people are at home more. But I will just continue to make more as the year goes on. And I'm just excited that the YouTube revenue is enough to pay for my bills. I live very frugally, and so I'm earning enough finally. The past couple of months I've been earning enough to pay for all my bills, and this is a true career. Granted, it's not a huge career. Even if I made $3,000 a month, that's only $36,000 a year. And so that's reasonable. It's a livable income, which is awesome. I'm excited because I get to do what I love. And I don't have a boss. I'm my own boss. And so I'm really excited about that. And it's just going to continue to go up. My website and everything, because I'm working hard. I'm putting so much time into this each week. People might think that, oh, you just made this little video and made this much money. No, there's so much more into that. So much work behind the scenes that I put in. I work probably 50, 60 hours each week doing all my videos and doing all my stuff on my website and just marketing and responding to comments. So it takes a lot of time. And that's not for everybody. So if you are a YouTuber, just keep that in mind. If you want to make a good amount of money, it's going to take time. And it's going to take a lot of effort. But you can totally do it. So many people are doing it. Okay? And also I want to talk about the market where you live. United States is a higher market. It's probably the highest paying market for ad revenue. If you live in a different country and you have the same amount of subscribers as me and the same amount of views as me, you could be earning less because that's just the market or the country that you live in. The ad revenue may not be the same, or maybe it might be more. It just depends on the market. So keep that in mind. So there you have it. I know this video was a little bit long, but thank you so much for bearing with me and joining me for this video. And that's what I've made this month. If you add it all up, that's what I'm making this month on YouTube with having 100,000 subscribers. And once again, I want to thank everybody for being a part of the show and watching the videos and subscribing and just interacting with the video by commenting and doing thumbs up, thumbs down, or whatever. You can put thumbs down. I'm not gonna get mad if you do a thumbs down. But if you're a troll, I might have a snarky comment in return if you're trolling on me. Anyway, thank you so much. Once again, my name is Matt Taylor. This has been another episode of In the Kitchen with Matt. Thumbs up down in the corner, push it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Until next time, take care.